In this vlog, we explore our observations of Ma'am Josephine Carino's classroom, highlighting various teaching strategies and practices that align with the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, or PPST. Our observations covered multiple activities, from the demonstration of our content knowledge and pedagogy to the effective use of teaching aids and fostering a positive learning environment. Through these experiences, we gained valuable insights into the importance of adaptable and reflective teaching methods that cater to diverse student needs, while emphasizing the significance of planning, classroom management, and the integration of multimedia resources. These lessons not only enhance our understanding of effective teaching, but also inspired us to strive for continuous professional growth as future educators.
In our FS1 Activity 1, or the Teacher's Knowledge on Content and Pedagogy, the classroom observations are integral in understanding how theoretical frameworks translate into practical teaching strategies. Ma'am Josephine Carino, our research teacher, employed diverse strategies to address the varied learning needs of the students. Ma'am Carino used reading sessions combined with comprehension questioning to improve reading fluency and understanding. This was followed by a guided discussion, allowing students to articulate their thoughts and develop vocabulary. The observed teacher demonstrated a mastery of various instructional strategies. The lesson began with a structured approach, using direct instruction to introduce new concepts. This was followed by an inquiry-based approach, where students were encouraged to ask questions and explore answers collaboratively. Another notable strategy was the use of multimedia tools, such as videos and interactive digital exercises. These resources not only engaged students, but also catered to different learning styles. The observed strategies align closely with the PPST Domain 1, emphasizing teachers' ability to demonstrate content knowledge and pedagogy. Our group reflected that the experience underscores the importance of reflective teaching practices and the continuous development of strategies to meet diverse learner needs, paving the way for greater student achievement and holistic development.
For our group to accomplish the second activity, which is My Ideal Learning Environment, where we sought permission from the school authority to visit various facilities and reminisce about previous school environments. With this groundwork, we were able to observe Ma'am Josephine Carino's class, focusing on her management strategies and the adherence to the proper classroom etiquette during activities. As observers, of course, we ensure strict adherence to classroom etiquette. We remain unobtrusive during lessons, taking notes quietly and avoiding interruptions. Respecting the student's space and maintaining professional demeanor were central to our approach, which allowed us to witness authentic interactions and management strategies without influencing them. The observed strategies align closely with PPST Domain 2, which emphasizes the importance of learning environment management to foster student engagement and ensure effective instruction. Ma'am Josephine Carino's ability to establish routines, promote collaborative learning, and address individual needs reflects mastery of classroom management. By observing Ma'am Carino's strategies, we gain so much valuable insights into proactive and responsive approaches can create a conducive environment for learning. Furthermore, the importance of observing etiquette in both classroom and interview settings reinforce the value of professionalism in educational practices.
Grade 10 Lapu-Lapu, the class we observed centered on fostering inclusivity and addressing diversity within the classroom. This aligns seemingly with the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, PPST Domain 3 Diversity of Learners. During the observation, it became evident that the students showcase a variety of characteristics, needs, and interests. The class consisted of learners with distinct learning styles, personalities, and cultural backgrounds. For instance, some students actively participated in discussions, indicating a preference for auditory and verbal learning, while others excelled during hands-on activities, highlighting their kinesthetic learning tendencies. Additionally, Learners who displayed exceptional skills in logical reasoning demonstrated the presence of multiple intelligences in classroom. One of the most striking observations was Ma'am Josephine Carino's commitment to understanding and accepting the students' diverse backgrounds. The teacher actively engaged with learners, asking thoughtful questions about their experiences and traditions. Another best practice observed was the integration of cooperative learning techniques. Group activities encourage peer-to-peer interaction, allowing students to learn from each other's strengths and perspectives. This strategy promoted mutual respect and understanding among learners, laying a strong foundation for the inclusive learning environment. The observed class was a compelling example of how diversity, when embraced, can enrich the learning experience. It highlighted the crucial role of teachers in creating a safe, inclusive environment where every learner's unique strengths and needs are acknowledged and celebrated.
In Activity 4, Teaching Learning Resources, ICT, and the Curriculum, the class we observed was a rich demonstration of how the Department of Education, or the DepEd, implements and aligns its curriculum to meet learning goals while utilizing various resources to facilitate effective teaching and learning. The observation also allowed us to explore elements related to PPST Domain 4 or the Curriculum and Planning. In the observed class, Ma'am Josephine Carino implemented the Matatag curriculum, a recent enhancement to the K-12 basic education curriculum by DepEd. This curriculum is designed to strengthen foundational skills, foster learner engagement, and address evolving educational challenges. The teaching learning processes in the observed class were carefully sequenced to meet curricular needs and requirements. The lesson began with a brief review of prior knowledge, helping students connect past lessons to the new topic. This scaffolding technique created a logical progression, ensuring students were well prepared to engage with the lesson content. Ma'am Josephine Carino followed a structured lesson plan, starting with a clear presentation of objectives and a brief discussion to introduce the topic. Interactive activities followed, allowing students to apply their understanding in various contexts. However, the observation also revealed areas for improvement. For instance, access to ICT resources was limited to a single laptop and monitor, which may pose challenges in larger or more diverse classrooms. Ensuring equitable access to digital tools would enhance the learning experience and support the inclusive goals of the Matatag curriculum. The observed class was a proof to how curriculum and planning play a pivotal role in shaping effective teaching and learning. By adhering to DepEd's Matatag curriculum and employing varied resources, Ma'am Josephine Carino successfully created an engaging and meaningful learning environment.
As our group evaluated and reflected on what we observed in Ma'am Josephine Carino's grade 10 Lapu-Lapu class, it became evident that she exhibited key characteristics in FS1 Activity 5 while delivering her lessons. Ma'am Carino also ensured that the teaching aids were culturally relevant and contextually meaningful, which enhanced the lesson's relatability for the students. Her ability to tailor resources to the learner's needs highlighted the importance of thoughtful planning and resource alignment with the learning goals with her selection and utilization of various teaching aids. Ma'am Josephine Carino effectively promoted active participation by leveraging both digital and non-digital teaching aids. The use of interactive quiz applications encouraged students to actively engage with the content, fostering a competitive yet collaborative environment. Additionally, group activities involving physical manipulatives allowed learners to explore concepts collectively, enhancing their problem-solving and teamwork skills. The teaching aids also facilitated teacher-learner interactions, and Ma'am Carino used the multimedia slides as a springboard for discussions, prompting students to ask questions and share insights. This dynamic exchange highlighted the role of teaching aids in creating a participatory learning environment. The observed class exemplified best practices in the use of teaching aids as aligned with PPST Domain 5. Ma'am Carino's thoughtful integration of resources and promotion of active participation highlighted the transformative potential of teaching aids in achieving meaningful learning outcomes. And as future educators, this observation serves as a valuable guide for leveraging diverse tools to create an inclusive and engaging learning environment.
What lies in FS2 Activity 2, making a learning environment safe and conducive, is the emphasis on creating safe, secure, and conducive learning environments that support learners' holistic development. One of the most striking aspects of the observed class was the presence of well-established routines and procedures that facilitated a structured and organized learning experience. In line with PPST Domain 2, specifically Strand 2.2, which highlights managing classroom structure to engage learners, the observed routines demonstrated how structured environments support active participation. The students' familiarity with these routines fostered a sense of stability and predictability, which is essential for young learners. This practice reinforced the importance of designing practical procedures that are not only easy to implement but also responsive to the developmental needs of learners. Of course, the observed teacher was proactive in employing educational interventions that enhanced the classroom's safety and conduciveness to learning. For example, the teacher addressed a potential conflict between students with a calm and empathetic approach, reinforcing the value of mutual respect. The classroom observation was a profound learning experience, underscoring the critical role of structured routines, well-considered interventions, and advanced strategies in creating effective learning environments. The observed practices highlighted the practical application of PPSC Domain 2, demonstrating how these standards translate into actionable and impactful teaching methods. As a pre-service teacher, this experience encouraged us to prioritize the holistic needs of our future students, fostering safe, supportive, and stimulating environments where every learner can thrive.
During our recent classroom observation, I realized the significance of structured and intentional teaching practices, a realization closely related to FS2 Activity 3, focusing on creating my classroom learning management plan. These observations allowed us to delve deeply into the learning environment and teaching practices, focusing on the components of a learning management plan, or LMP, and its alignment with the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers PPST Domain 2 learning environment. The observation revealed several best practices that contributed to the success of the LMP. One notable strategy was the collaborative development of classroom rules, where students actively participated in establishing guidelines. This practice fostered a sense of ownership and accountability among learners. Additionally, the teacher utilized positive reinforcement to encourage desired behaviors, such as point systems for group achievements, which motivated students to work collaboratively and help uphold classroom norms. Another best practice observed was the regular reflection and adjustment of the LMP. The teachers solicited feedback from the students and incorporated their suggestions, ensuring the plan remained relevant and effective. The observed teacher, Ma'am Josephine Carino, excelled in promoting a structured environment that catered to behavioral, social, and academic success. The classroom culture was built on mutual respect, with the teacher demonstrating empathy and understanding and addressing student concerns. This experience highlighted the value of structured, inclusive, and adaptable approaches in teaching, inspiring us as a pre-service teachers to prioritize effective learning management in our future classrooms.
During our recent classroom observation, I realized the importance of understanding and mastering lesson planning as a critical skill for teachers, a realization closely related to FS2 Activity 4, which is writing my first lesson plan. This observation allowed us to analyze the process of writing and refining lesson plans and how it aligns with the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, or the PPST Domain 1 Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy. Throughout the observation, Ma'am Josephine expertly guided us in crafting lesson plans tailored to our specific teaching specializations. For example, she encouraged future English teachers to design lessons that incorporated experiments and inquiry-based learning strategies in line with the Matatag curriculum. This approach ensured that our lessons were not only grounded in subject matter expertise but also engaging and relevant for learners. The observation highlighted the multifaceted nature of lesson planning. It showed the importance of understanding each component of a lesson plan, from motivation to assessment, and refining them through feedback. The practices we observed demonstrated how BPST Domain 1 serves as a foundation for effective teaching, emphasizing the integration of content knowledge, pedagogical strategies, and professional reflection. As a pre-service teacher, this experience reinforced the value of lesson planning, not just as a technical skill, but as a dynamic and reflective process that enhances both teaching and learning outcomes. With guidance from Ma'am Josephine, we gained a deeper understanding of how to develop comprehensive and effective lesson plans.
During our recent classroom observation, we focused on the effective use of teaching aids in delivering lessons. This objective, which aimed to determine the appropriateness of teaching aids, identify the use and importance of various digital and non-digital aids, and promote active participation, is closely aligned with the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers or PPST, particularly the Domain 4 Curriculum and Planning. In this session, we observed how the teacher expertly selected teaching aids that were both relevant and effective in supporting the lesson objectives. The teacher ensured that the chosen materials, whether digital or non-digital, were appropriate for the content being taught and catered to the diverse needs of the students. This step was essential in creating a conducive learning environment where the content was not only delivered effectively but also accessible to all learners. The use of various teaching aids, including visual aids, manipulatives, and digital tools, was emphasized as an integral part of the lesson. We saw how digital aids like multimedia presentations and online resources complemented the non-digital materials such as textbooks, charts, and hands-on tools. This combination of aids created a dynamic learning atmosphere where students were able to engage with the material in multiple ways, making the lesson both comprehensive and engaging. As pre-service teachers, we recognize how mastering this aspect of teaching is crucial for developing our professional teaching skills and ensuring that our lessons are dynamic, inclusive, and student-centered.
As future educators, our observations have not only deepened our understanding of effective teaching practices, but have also inspired us to embrace the responsibility of shaping the minds of tomorrow. We are reminded that teaching is more than just imparting knowledge. It is about fostering curiosity, nurturing potential, and creating a safe, inclusive environment where every student feels valued. The lessons we've learned from Ma'am Josephine Carino's classroom will guide us as we develop our own teaching styles, ensuring that we continually reflect, adapt, and grow. As we embark on this journey, we are motivated to make a lasting impact, inspiring our students to reach their fullest potential and become lifelong learners.